Hello, I want to show you my process, practicing process. I hope it can give you some motivation to draw together with me or practice together with me. As you're gonna see, I'm still practicing and I'm not a professional artist or anything. I just want to share my practicing poses in this video. As you know that, if you want to improve, you need to practice. Keep on practicing, but there is a way to practice. If you want to see the progress, you need to practice in the right way. So, what do I mean by the right way? The right way is, as I've been struggling with the art, the drawing, since so long ago. I want to say that you need to simplify it, simplify the shapes, and then draw step by step. Don't rush, and don't try to be stressed out too much, and don't try to draw the poses or the drawing so much detail or so much as exactly as the picture, because you are just practicing right now. And if you're gonna go for exact realism poses, you will just burn out in just a few minutes, and you will be tired. You don't want to draw anymore. So the thing is, simplify the shapes, and you should also know the places, where you have to put the torso and the hips, and then for the thighs and other parts you can use the cylinder shapes. And you should also check where the knees should be. And if you practice it slowly and not rushing, everything will become easy. Not too easy, but it will help you to ease your mind. You won't stress out too much anymore. And if you can't see the shapes easily, you can just shape it on the reference photo, just like what I'm doing right now, so that you can see the shapes more easily. And then you can try to copy the shapes just like the above shapes which you just drew on the reference, and it will become more easy because you can see the shapes more clearly in that way. And for the knees, I always try to draw it in the rectangle shape when they are bending or sitting or squatting like that. And when you practice poses, don't try to be stressed out too much. Like, don't put too much stress. Like, you have to put the exact rectangle, you have to put the exact shapes and things like that. Don't put those too much stress. If you are gonna be too much careful and too much stressful, your pose cannot be okay in a way. So don't be stressed out, and don't put too much stress, and don't be too much trying to be exact. And also try to see the negative spaces, like in between those two legs, you can see those negative spaces, so that you will know where to put your another legs. And also don't be scared to erase it and try to fix it, because I also had that problem. Like, I did not want to erase what I just drew, because come on, I just tried so hard on that. But you need to erase it and redraw it again and again until it is right. Another thing is important to know is you need to see through it. Like, you need to see through where is the mistakes and what is wrong. Like, everything is, every beginner artist don't know how to see through it, even including me. And also you need to be consistent. Like, even one pose for each day, that will be okay. Like, if you're so much busy, or if you're having the a tough day, you can just practice with one pose. It's enough. Like, sketch or something, you just need to draw. Like, just draw. Whenever I try to practice poses as many as possible. And also sometimes when I'm kind of bored or burned out, I change to a chibi poses or something or anything. You just need to draw. Like, don't just stop drawing. Like, if you feel burned out, and if you're gonna go to the social media, or if you're gonna go to the other places, I know that you are gonna end up in the phone. When I just started drawing digital art, these are some mistakes that I always do. Like, I just know it. Like, too much thick line arts and too much, saturated color. And I would just put the hand wherever I like. Like, the floating hand. And then she's even eating a cupcake. I really drew like that, not gonna lie. And then for the color, I will also choose the, for the skin color, I would choose that color, obviously. Because, come on, it is skin color. It should be skin color. You know what I mean? And that is wrong. And for the hair color, black color, I just choose the black, like saturated black. So those are some mistakes as my beginning of the art journey, I would say. And for the shadow, see how I did there? I just put the shadow right there. It's really, really wrong. So try to avoid these mistakes as much as possible. But I know you might have done it. And for the eye, I just do it like that and then blur it. And another thing is I always use the blurring brush, like a blending or blurry brush too much. And then the hair needs to be, a little bit more good because it's too much flat. And at the time I was like, oh my god, this is so much pretty and this is so good. Just avoid those.